Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it's time for a bench press day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, it would be greatly appreciated. Well, it's been an eventful few days. You guys kind of saw it happen a little bit with the charity event. Those of you may have seen my Facebook, hop over and check out what's stuck at the top of the Facebook, for those curious what all is going on. Been given an opportunity to make things right with some stuff I've done in the past, and it's all up there on the fitness page at the moment if you guys want to see. But yeah, everyone knows I did a deadlift charity event. I'll make a video on that later. I pulled 625. So all this nonsense about fake weights, and I've already seen it's funny, that got a lot of positive outreach, and then my little peak ramp up set on my closing grip this morning had clowns coming in calling me weak, and it's like, come on bros, get serious. You guys know my bench is my weakest lift. You know I've rehabbed an impingement and I'm now building my bench back up. It's pretty obvious based upon the deadlift strength, which you guys have seen me do with the squat in the past, that there's no fake weights involved. Okay, I legitimately, really and truly did that cambered bar squat with 605 before my cut to build my squat back up. You guys have seen some of my lifters bench. It's obvious I know how to coach the bench. Now I've just got to build my bench back up. My shoulders are healthy. I'm in a good place there, and I'm going to use this programming and build up. And I'm just going to be conservative on that build up. I'm not going to push a bunch of misses and stuff. We're just going to build these training maxes up off the 5-3-1 using close grip, and I'm going to do the supplemental work to build all the musculature up. Okay. Pecs, delts, triceps, with a bias towards delts and triceps, which is what we're seeing here today. Okay, I did 5x10 on my close grip, fairly fatiguing after the heavy 5, but then I had to kind of mitigate volume a little. I'm like, I am slightly fatigued because I did miss 635 on Saturday. It's only been 2 days since I missed a max deadlift psyched up, so I am feeling that a little bit. So I'm not going to push 100% on the volume today. I want good quality volume. And I've realized I don't have to have as much lat work. My back is stacked right now. I can probably make it grow off just chin-ups and pull-ups as far as my lats. But then the deadlifts carry over. I'm doing volume deadlifts on Fridays. Okay. I have no trouble getting enough back work. And I keep looking at it going, man, I need to add some rows. But I really don't. I actually don't. If I do multiple sets of deadlifts after a heavy set on Fridays, my lats would grow from that alone. So if I do a bunch of high rep chins and pull-ups on my upper days, try to get 5 sets both days, that puts me very much into the optimal volume range. I can just focus on the upper back and the shoulders, which is one reason I started messing some with the upright rows, and we'll get to that in a minute. So I went ahead after the closed grip pressing and did sets of 10 just on body weight chins supersetted with dips. So I would do my 10 chins, and keep in mind what I weigh, guys. I'm over 200 pounds. These add up, and you guys know I can do chins with weight for 10s. Not a lot of weight, but again, just accruing that fatigue with good quality sets. Just accruing that fatigue, and really my biceps are my limit on chin-ups and pull-ups right now. I feel a ton of bicep, so that's why I'm needing to do curls at the end to make sure we get that volume. Curls are a supplemental lift for my chin-ups and pull-ups, and those are going to be my main lat builders, and with the deadlift behind it. Dips, I've been torn since I started running this system as to whether I'm going to favor dumbbell presses versus dips is my secondary press and tricep and chest builder. However, guess what? I don't have to. I can alternate them. I really like the ease of setup on dips. I get a little more tricep out of them, and I get a little more chest from the dumbbells. Okay, they're pretty interchangeable though, because at a certain point, like let's say I do like I did last time, you do 5-6 sets of a main press because you do the 5-3-1 for a top set, and then 5 sets of 10 on the back off. Well, that's a lot of tricep work. Okay, it's a lot of tricep work. That work accrues. And no, I don't think dumbbell presses, flat presses, are a half set for triceps. I think they work triceps quite effectively because the bar path is so similar to your close grip. But dips, I would say I feel even more. And I'm going to cut out stuff like even the J-arm presses, extensions. Because when I did tons of extensions, my triceps didn't get bigger or stronger. When I was doing wider grip benching for a while and the extensions, my triceps, if anything, regressed. The big movements are what bring them up for me. So I'll bring them back up. Get them back up to where they were when I was close gripping 350 and get them bigger. This time we build the delts with it. That's why we're giving a press day every week. And then that's why I'm going to mess with some of the upright rows and stuff to build the whole shoulder girdle up. But for these, I stopped at 4 sets. Now, some people would say, why? I feel like we're exceeding our real volume threshold. And I think for me, that is a factor in why sometimes my triceps will lag. I try to do too much tricep work. And I don't think that I fully recover from it. I don't think I recover from it. But if we did 1 heavy set of close grip, then 5 for reps, that's 6 sets for my triceps. You start talking about, again, that 10 quality sets is really about all we can usually tolerate. 10 quality sets. Well, these dips give me 4 more sets. I would still venture to say that my triceps would grow off just the close grip work. Basically, I push too much tricep volume historically, and it doesn't work for me. The big movements with good, reasonable amounts of volume, the sort of volumes we know research shows, is what works. And I need to stick with that. So today's workout, the volumes were a little more moderate. Now, what's funny, I call moderate volume, it's not what a lot of you out there, I know some people who run the 5-3-1 system are like, dude, your volumes are stupid high. All right, fair play. They don't seem high to me because of what I normally do. Upright rows, I took a little bit wider grip today. Up the weight, I need to just keep upping the weight. Honestly, I can handle more on these. So I need to just keep working it up, working it up, working it up. But I got a good pump in my whole shoulder girdle, and we'll continue to just increase tension on these over time with progressive overload. And even though they might feel like it's a little bit light, every time I pick a weight, the first set seems somewhat fatiguing and then they get easy. I need to just keep adding weight. The progressive overload alone on a more novel stimulus, because again, I'm rotating grips a little bit back and forth, will give me what I want. Build the whole shoulder girdle up. Just keep in mind the grip width will impact how much anterior to posterior shoulder we get. If we get real narrow, it's mostly upper trap and more front delt, and the wider you get, the more side and rear delt, right? Build my upper back up. Just get yoked with these. Continue to build that up. Again, with just the volume work, but because I get heavy work at the start of every workout. All right, we get volume, and then we use the volume work to build it up. And then, of course, the other stuff I'm doing. I started sled dragging again. I took just a little while off from it. I'm back in the rotation dragging my sled. I'm probably not going to do it every day, but I want to drag my sled at least 3 days a week. And I'm doing a little more distance right now instead of going real heavy. And I'm starting to slowly work plyos in. All right, I'm working plyometrics in. What do I mean by that? Box jumps. I'll start working depth jumps. I've got a soft box these days. And I've started doing some med ball throws. I'm doing med ball throws to where I'm on a bench, and I throw it in the air and catch it and rebound at the bottom of a bench and do reps that way. So we did 5 sets of that, and then I finished off with 3 sets of straight bar curls. After the other work, these were hard. I know this isn't a super heavy weight. You guys have seen me do cheat curls and like cheat drag curls with a lot more weight than this. But as far as just doing a full range of motion, this weight was really hard for tens. I had to stop at 3 sets because I didn't feel like I could do any more. Like I would start losing reps because we saw me lose reps. That 5th set of chins, I got like 4. I was getting 10s just fine, but then that as the fatigue builds up, we run out of steam. Now, some of that's largely my diet, right? Some of it's largely diet. But overall, what does this give us for volume? We got 5 good sets for lats. We count, I don't know, do we count chin-ups for upper back to some extent? I think maybe we can. If we do, we get 10 sets there. If not, we get 5. I don't even care about counting half sets anymore. This just gets stupid. Either something's a good exercise or something, or it isn't. And I think people, I've got a video coming out that people have way overread into it to the point where they're trying to get exact and freaking out. over half sets, just stop. Just hit your optimal ranges on good exercises and maybe don't even worry about it. All right. And in this case, we got 5 sets of chins, 3 sets of barbell curls. 2 of the best, arguably, from the data we have. 2 of the 3 best bicep exercises. 8 sets. 8 good sets. So we're good there. My triceps got 10 sets. Shoulders got all sorts of work. Pecs got all sorts of work. But I need those. I need those for the benching. So overall, very productive session, very productive day. Amazing week, really. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.